Okay, we'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission to order. Let the record reflect that all three commissioners are present. First item on the agenda is consent and approval with our county administrator, Renetta McCoy. Good morning, Renetta.
Good morning. We have 8 exonerations for $57,293.63. Minutes from November 3rd, 2021. Vouchers, General County Fund, $91,558.08. 911, $623. Camp Muffley, $991.99. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,435.84. Assessor's valuation, $13,484.45. Payroll, $1,699,483.37. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $17,566.82. Mason-Dixon Park, $96.66. Assessor's valuation, $166.72. For a voucher total of $1,825,406.93. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website. Fiduciary orders for November 10th, 2021.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a first and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any separate fiduciary items?
No.
None? Okay. Introduction of new employees, personnel changes.
For Casto for Kids, Leah Turner, who's the volunteer supervisor full-time. And then Day Report Center, Guinevere King is a case aid drug screening tech part-time.
Motion to approve.
Move approve. Second.
Okay. We have first and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any other personnel matters? Okay. Comments from the public. I'll now open the comments from the public session of the meeting. Anybody wishing to address the commission, come forward and state your name and address. Okay, seeing none. I'll close comments from the public. Moving right along. Proclamation, National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. Do we have someone presenting that? Come on forward. Good morning. For the record, would you just state your name and who you're with, and you can take the mask off at the podium.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Maria Commodore Mancuso, and I'd like to thank you all for letting me do this morning. Also, I brought you guys a little something.
Oh.
You'll appreciate it. But this is National Hospice Month, the month of November. National Hospice and Palliative Care Month, November 2021, official proclamation. Whereas in a year that has been beset with the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. hospice and palliative care community has met this challenge and continue to serve patients and families in need of the person-centered care they provide. Whereas for more than 40 years, hospice and community-based palliative care providers have helped provide comfort and dignity to millions of people. Whereas hospice and palliative care empower people to live as fully as possible, surrounded and supported by family and loved ones, despite life-limiting illnesses. And whereas the interdisciplinary team modeled at the core of hospice and palliative care provisions involves as a holistic approach to treatment, including expert medical care and symptoms controlled, as well as attending to the patient's emotional, spiritual, and psychosocial needs, and provides family services like respite care and bereavement counseling. Whereas over 1.5 million Medicare beneficiaries living with life-limiting illness and their families receive care from the National Hospice Program through the Medicare hospice benefit every year in the U.S. Whereas each year, if 80%, as opposed to the current 50% of the decent Medicare beneficiaries used hospice for 24 months, nearly $2 billion could be saved by the Medicare program annually. And whereas hospice and palliative care providers encourage all people to learn more about options of care, to share their wishes with family, loved ones, and their healthcare professionals. And whereas West Virginia Caring, formerly Hospice Care Corporation, has faithfully served West Virginia for nearly 40 years. In Barber, Braxton, Calhoun, Gilmore, Marion, Monongalia, Pocahontas, Preston, Randolph, Taylor, Tucker, and Wetzel counties. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Jim Justice, Governor of the great state of West Virginia, do hereby proclaim November 2021 as National Hospice and Palliative Care Month and encourage citizens to increase their understanding and awareness of care at the end of life. Discuss end-of-life wishes with their families. Observe this month with appropriate activities and programs. And I'd like to thank you all so very much.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second. Okay, and we have a similar resolution. The only difference is it's at the bottom. It says, now therefore be it resolved, the Monongalia County Commission does hereby proclaim November 2021 as National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. So we have signed that.
Yes.
Renetta, do you have that? Okay. And so we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for
She'll
doing this
provide you
too.
with
Thank you, and you guys have a really nice day.
Thank
take
you.
care.
She should have already had it, so I don't.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
sure.
okay, I
This
didn't,
was my copy, so
gotcha, okay, sorry.
that's all right.
All right, next item on the agenda, Colleen Kuhn, grants.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have the grant contract for VOCA. We have been awarded $90,095. And I have a resolution that reads, the Commission of Monongalia County met on Wednesday, November 10th, 2021, with a quorum present and passed the following resolution. Be it resolved that the Commission hereby authorizes Sean P. Sikora, President of the Monongalia County Commission, to act on its behalf to enter into a contractual agreement with the Division of Administrative Services, Justice and Community Services Section to receive and administer grant funds pursuant to provisions of the Victims of Crime Act grant program. So in addition to the grant contract, you'll need to sign the lobbying disbarment form and the EEOP form, and standard conditions and assurances, and then the federal standard conditions and assurances.
Okay, have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second?
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, Colleen. Next item on the agenda is correspondence.
Okay. First of all, received a notice of public hearing on sale of property located in Marion and Montague counties. President Sikora, please be advised that WVU Board of Governors is selling its interest in approximately 95.55 acres of land located in Marion and Montague counties to a private buyer. The property is the former White Day Golf Course, which was acquired by WVU in 2019. West Virginia University Board of Governors authorized the sale in accordance with WVU BOG Governance Rule 5.1 at a previous meeting. And it just goes on to talk about that. So I guess they're required to let the commission know if it affects the county. So we'll have that on file here if anybody wants to see it.
Notification noted.
Okay, I got a letter from the West Virginia Botanic Gardens regarding requesting American Rescue Plan Act funding. Apparently the event center that they're building, because of cost of materials have risen, it's going to cost them an additional $47,200. So,
Would you put that in the ARP folder?
Yes.
next is a letter from the Division of Highways, Statewide Transportation Improvement Program. I think they're requesting comments regarding changes to the STIP, if anybody would want to comment on
Is
any
that,
adjustments.
is that an action? I noticed that it wasn't specifically addressed to us. Is that an action for the MMPO?
I don't know, they didn't even say who they copied on it. I don't know who
yeah, I
all
think
It was
received
just kind of
it.
an open letter,
Yeah.
so if you would just make sure that Bill Austin is aware of it, which he probably already is,
I'm sure.
but I don't
Yeah.
think Commission specifically
Right.
has an action in that.
Okay. Another letter from the Division of Highways. This actually was addressed to Commissioner Bloom as chairman of the MMPO regarding the Van Voorst widening project. Apparently, they've set up a meeting with Mr. Austin from the MMPO and one of their engineers to discuss that
Okay.
issue. We also received a letter from Main Street Morgantown regarding a holiday tree, placing a holiday tree as per previous years. So
Okay.
I would assume you would want that on the next
Sure.
agenda to make a
Yes.
decision on that.
Yes.
And the last thing, this was dropped off in our office on Monday. It's a filing that Lewis Scotchell Sr. filed in Circuit Court. It's a motion to continue the notice of hearing regarding Civil Action 21-AA-3. He's asking to postpone that. I don't know when the date he's asking for postponement is, but apparently they were scheduled to meet on November 30th, and he's not going to be able to make that. So he's asking for a postponement. I haven't heard whether or not the judge has granted that, but I'll let you know if they do.
Okay.
That's it.
And one other piece of correspondence,
Oh.
item C.
Oh, sorry, I missed that, didn't I? So the sheriff issued a notice of trespass to a Mr. Turak regarding.
He issued
his
a
fir-
notice of trespass.
Yeah.
He's
really.
letting us know.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other correspondence?
Wasn't sure if you wanted me to go into detail or not.
No, that's okay. Any other correspondence?
No, that's all.
Okay, unfinished business. Do you
I have one more.
I'm sorry.
It may have been,
Commissioner Bloom.
I think it was mentioned last week, but since it's this evening, we received a letter from Evan Hansen. The Monongalia County Coal Communities Work Group listening session is tonight, and it is at 6:30 to 8:30 at the Shack. I am planning to attend, so,
I am going to try to attend.
yeah, good, okay.
Commissioner, did you get an invitation to that, and can you give that to me?
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, I'll give that to you, sure.
Okay. Commissioner Arnett, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. All right. New business. Consideration to approve a scheduled maintenance and repair agreement with Casto Technical Services for HVAC at the Monongalia County Extension Services and 4-H Center. Basically says it all. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
In a second?
Second.
Okay, the agreement amount is $11,076 for the year. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, consideration to approve a disclosure statement and administrative authorization for West Banco Trust and Investment Services as trustee for the Morgantown Industrial Park Phase 3 project. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Okay. We have first and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Consider for approval or modification to County Commission's Republic Services Customer Service Agreement to include the Monongalia County Extension Services and 4-H Center.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
the amount is $100 a month, which I believe, thanks to Rachel Mitchell, our venue manager, we previously have been paying I believe, about $500 a month. So thanks her for
Yes.
saving the taxpayers dollars, going out and finding out that we could add this to our agreement and save the county a lot of money. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consideration of requisition number 59 for the University Town Center Economic Opportunity Development District sub-account. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, the requisition is for $708,369.30. That's the total deposit, the total amount in the account, less the statutory lien of $100,000 and the tax administrative fee. So that number I gave you was net of that. So we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes. Any other new business? Okay. Reports from elected officials and/or department supervisors. Mr. Gasbray.
Good morning.
Morning.
Andrew Gaspray, Director of Planning, Monongalia County. Just wanted to announce a proposed tentative timeline for the rollout of a proposed subdivision ordinance. We have underway a number of workshops for groups that have participated in this process. Most of them have already met, but we still have the most salient one is the developer workshop is on November 18th. We have half-hour slots for any developer or development team that would like to walk through examples to see how such a proposed ordinance would apply to them and how they would be able to use it to their benefit and how the process would work. And they need simply to call for November 18th. We have many slots left. The idea then is thereafter, December 1st, if we have tweaks that are, we have some suggested tweaks that have been proposed already. We will also field anything that comes in before December 1st, but we feel like we have to stick with a proposed subdivision ordinance, and that we're suggesting is December 1st, and that we would post that version, that final version, for 30 days as per statute, state statute, and then have a proposed public hearing, one in the evening and one in the morning, for the 11th and 12th of January. That way our consultants can get here. And if it snows heavily, we'd have a backup date of the following week. And that way you can have an evening meeting and a morning meeting so that that can be efficiently and fairly handled so that people could make that. I have other dates as well that would be of note. If this were passed as it looks like it is proposed, the effective date would not be till July 1st of next year. The end of grandfathering, as per the statute, would not be completed until the end of 2022. So January 1 would be the period of 6 months where it would have to go into effect so that we can basically make sure that people have had a chance to try the new regs. Otherwise, we wouldn't get anybody to try it. And then we would have a year-on review by July 1st, 2023, such that anything that's wrong or not functioning, we could amend that and improve the plan, or if that is the choice, rescind, and that would be proposed for July 1st, 2023. That's a tentative timeline we have for your digestion and determination at a later date.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Jimmy, Jimmy.
Yeah, we get.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Smith, Director of Mecca 911. I wanted to give you an update on the Catherine's Knob Tower this morning. The tower went up in August. Our shelter has been delivered. It has been placed. We are working today. We should finish up the camera system on that shelter. Next will be the fencing and generator, which we anticipate the fencing coming next week, then followed up with the generator. Once all those pieces are in place, power is already restored to the site, so power is on site. Power will then be ran to the building. Our 911 tower will be back functional. It's been a long process. November 16th will be 1 year that the tower came down. We were anticipating having it back up by spring. Due to supply shortages and COVID, and everything's just been delayed. Our project manager has been working with U.S. Cellular. U.S. Cellular does have a contractor. They are working to get their equipment back onto our tower. They have not given us any timeline of when that will occur. From the last speaking with their contractor, they are having some issues getting material that they need to put back on the tower, and it goes back to a supply chain shortage, just trying to overcome the COVID still. So that's where we're at with the tower. Any questions?
Good. Appreciate the update. Just as you said, clarification. We want that tower up for the emergency services, but we have no control over U.S. Cellular. Now,
That is
we're working
correct.
with them to
Yes.
try and move it, but I think that public needs, because they believe that we also oversee that, and we do not do that. But
No.
we are working with them to try and get it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they have a
Yes.
private contractor that's
Right.
working on their end, trying. And again, it's one of those things, just trying to get the material to get back up on the tower. It's everything's delayed.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Anybody else? Okay. Seeing no one else. Reports from county commissioners. Jeff?
Yeah, a couple. Update on the pool at Camp Muffley. It's coming along nicely. The pool is full of water now, and it looks like a pool. It looks beautiful. The concrete around it's been poured, and the new pool house and bathroom facilities have been are under roof, under shingle, and starting to come together. So encourage anyone to drive out there, take a look. Of note, through the end of the week, the entrance to Camp Muffley is closed from Goshen Road in due to construction. So if you're going to Camp Muffley, go out Hornback past Sheets and Walmart to get there. Secondly, tomorrow being Veterans Day, just a big thank you to all our servicemen and women that have served and continue to serve and do all they do for us so we can live this life that we live. That's all I've got.
Tom?
Yeah, just two issues. One, the core group standing meeting pedestrian committee, which is basically WVU, City of Morgantown, and Monongalia County. We've been meeting. They had their safety audit and walk, but there is one project that I'm really excited. It's taking years to get done, but we finally got approval and funding has been approved, and we're waiting for a contract for a crosswalk over on Laurel Street, over on the 4-lane by the Coliseum. And that's something that we have been trying to do, and as you know, we've had a couple accidents and 2 deaths there. So we finally have that, moving forward on that. And the other issue is, yesterday, Sean and I attended the leadership forum put on by the MAP Government Committee and local realtors. I thought it was exceptional. The questions they asked were not easy. I was hoping for some Powerpuff, very simple questions, but they really did their homework. And I do want to bring up, since Patty Lewis is here, the Mayor of Granville made a recommendation, and she had talked before about our leadership forum, and that we had been meeting and we stopped it. It may be something that we might want to reconsider, but her recommendation was really good. Maybe this time, let's start out with just the governmental bodies together to meet. And I think it's something we'll discuss and throw out, but I think it may be time to meet coming after January to start doing that once, maybe every 6 months. Thank you.
Thank you. Since the last meeting, last Wednesday night, we had our broadband stakeholders meeting. I will note that the purpose of the meeting was to get the ISPs and utilities to participate so that they can have an understanding of where we're going and to be part of the solution. I will note that we only had one service provider participate. It was DQE. So I appreciate their willingness to step forward and, be part of the solution. And again, we'll be working to, as we go forward, to get more of the other ISPs engaged. We don't really want to see what we're doing as competition. It's really supposed to be support and to you know, help be part of, and for everybody to work together to be part of the solution. So anyhow, last Thursday, had a Milan Park meeting with Milan Park Foundation individuals and the Mon County Fair representatives of the Mon County Fair Board, just to talk about what their plans are for fair next year. They are planning on having a fair next August. I'm not going to say the exact dates because I can't remember off the top of my head, but they are moving forward with plans for the fair at the Milan Park facility. Friday we had staff reports, and Monday I had a visit. I participated in a visit with Jennifer Sarangelo, who is the president and CEO of National 4-H Council. We met at the Extension Building office, and she brought a number of her staff with her, and they were very, very impressed with Mon County and how well. Mike Kelly from the school board was there. I represented the commission. They were really impressed, one, of our staff, the extension office staff, and the 4-H individuals that work with 4-H, and how the county and the school board interacts and supports those groups. So it was a very positive message, and she twice walked up to me and really complimented on how well this, I mean, she said this is the shining example of how the 4-H council should work and how that the interaction should be with the government agencies throughout the nation. So those were, you know, somebody that's been in that position for 12 or so years and have seen councils all across the country. She really, really was impressed with Monongalia County, and I really want to thank Becca Fent Clark for inviting me and to putting the presentation on. And this really isn't a testament to as much of the county interaction with 4-H, but really 4-H itself, and you know, it's easy to support something that's so successful. So it was an interesting visit, and I'm glad Beck invited me. Yesterday I had a JUMA meeting in the morning. That's our joint use management agreement that manages the aquatic center, the aquatic and track center, and we had a lot of discussions about the Learn to Swim program and got a report from centers as far as when they're going to start implementing. The JUMA had to take a vote to accept those dollars, which they did. They also accepted the funding for the F-45 program and the enhancements to the track that was requested by the track community. So those are all good things, and it was good news, listening to execution when they're going to start moving forward on some of those programs. As Commissioner Bloom mentioned, we had a Morgantown Area Partnership Leadership Forum, which we participated in, and it was I didn't really think they were hard questions. I thought they were good questions. I think it was good questions for the public to hear us answering. So it was a very good opportunity. I don't know how long it went. It seemed like it went like 2 hours. I thought it was only going to be like an hour. So it was a really, really good exchange, for the public to see. Today we have a regular day and a full day of work sessions. We have staff reports today because we will not be having them on Friday. And then, as Commissioner Bloom mentioned, there's a Cole Community Listening session tonight. Tomorrow I have Partnership Executive Committee meeting and the Mon County Development Authority. Then we're having a call with our broadband consultants. And of course, at 6 o'clock at night, there's the Veterans Day Parade. I plan to attend. Jamie Summerlin was here, and he invited the commissioners to participate. I don't think I'm worthy of participating. I think that I will be there because my daughter plays in the band and supporting our veterans. But I really appreciate the offer. Friday, Broadband Initiative full committee meeting, and obviously, again, I want to reiterate, as Commissioner Arnett mentioned, tomorrow being Veterans Day. Thank a veteran. Really appreciate everything they've done to put their lives on the line to protect this country and allow us to sit here and deliberate as a government body. So we owe them everything. So thank a veteran, and hope that all of our employees take time out to do the same. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.